Looking for the best Lenovo laptops of this year? Whether you're a gamer, a student, a creative pro, or just need a beast for work, we've got you covered. Lenovo has dropped some absolute powerhouses. And in this video, we're breaking down the top 5 models that are dominating the market in performance, design, and value. From lightning-fast processors to stunning displays and next-gen AI features. Which one is worth your money? And if you see a laptop you love, I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. Coming in at number 5, we've got the Lenovo Duet 3 Chromebook. And honestly, if you're looking for something that won't completely destroy your wallet, this little guy might just be your new best friend. Starting at around $279, this is seriously one of the most affordable options you'll find that doesn't feel like complete garbage. The thing that really caught my attention here is that detachable keyboard. You're basically getting a tablet and laptop rolled into one, which is pretty sweet for the price point. Now let's be real about what you're getting here. The MediaTek Companion 520 processor isn't going to blow your mind, but for basic web browsing, streaming Netflix, and getting some light work done, it's totally fine. The 10.95-inch touchscreen is surprisingly decent too. Not the most vibrant thing you've ever seen, but it gets the job done. Battery life is where this thing really shines though, easily pushing 10 to 12 hours depending on what you're doing with it. The catch? Well, it's a Chromebook, so you're living in Google's ecosystem whether you like it or not. If you're someone who needs full Windows applications or wants to do any serious photo editing or gaming, this isn't your machine. But if you're a student, casual user, or just need something for basic productivity tasks, the Duet 3 delivers way more value than it has any right to at this price. Plus, that kickstand is actually pretty solid. I've used cheaper laptops that felt less sturdy than this thing. At number 4, we're talking about the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 9. And gamers, this is where things get spicy. This beast starts at around $2,199, which is definitely an investment. But when you see what you're getting, it starts to make sense. We're talking about Intel's 14th Gen Core i9 processor paired with up to an RTX 4080, which basically means this thing will demolish pretty much any game you throw at it, even at max settings. The 16-inch display is absolutely gorgeous. We've got a 240 Hz refresh rate option that makes everything buttery smooth, and the color accuracy is surprisingly good for a gaming laptop. What really impressed me is how Lenovo managed the thermals here. Gaming laptops usually sound like jet engines when you're pushing them hard, but the Legion Pro 7i stays relatively cool and quiet thanks to their Legion cold front cooling system. I've been gaming on this for hours without feeling like my lap is going to catch fire. Here's what's cool though. This isn't just a one-trick pony. The build quality is solid. The keyboard feels great for both gaming and productivity work. And you've got plenty of ports for all your peripherals. The RGB lighting is customizable but not obnoxiously bright, so you won't look like a walking disco ball in a coffee shop. Battery life during gaming is pretty much what you'd expect. Maybe 2 to 3 hours. But when you're plugged in and playing, this thing is an absolute monster. If you're serious about gaming and have the budget for it, the Legion Pro 7i is definitely worth considering. Number 3 is the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Generation 12. And if you're in the business world, you probably already know why ThinkPads have such a legendary reputation. Starting at around $1,729. This isn't cheap, but there's a reason why corporations around the world swear by these machines. The build quality is just insane. We're talking about a laptop that feels like it could survive a nuclear apocalypse while still looking professional enough for any boardroom. The keyboard is where ThinkPads really shine, and the X1 Carbon continues that tradition. Seriously, once you get used to typing on one of these, every other laptop keyboard feels mushy and terrible. The track point, that little red nub in the middle, might look weird if you've never used one, but it's incredibly useful once you get the hang of it. Performance-wise, you're getting Intel's latest processors, up to 64 GB of RAM, and blazing fast SSD storage that makes everything feel snappy and responsive. What really sets this apart is the attention to detail for business users. The webcam has a physical privacy shutter, there's a fingerprint reader, and the security features are top-notch. Battery life is excellent too. Easily a full workday of heavy use without needing to hunt for an outlet. The 14-inch display is sharp and bright enough for outdoor use, and the overall design is timeless in that classic ThinkPad way. If you need a laptop that's going to handle serious work, travel well, and last for years, the X1 Carbon is pretty much the gold standard. It's expensive, but it's one of those purchases where you really do get what you pay for. Coming in at number 2, we have the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i, and this thing is honestly kind of mind-blowing. At around $1,999, it's definitely a premium device. But here's the kicker. It has two 13.3-inch OLED touchscreens instead of a traditional keyboard. I know that sounds weird, and trust me, I was skeptical too. But after using it for a while, I'm genuinely impressed by how well this concept works in practice. The dual-screen setup opens up some really interesting possibilities. You can have your main work on the top screen while keeping reference materials, chat apps, or media controls on the bottom screen. The virtual keyboard takes some getting used to, but Lenovo includes a physical keyboard that magnetically attaches when you need that tactile feedback. The OLED displays are absolutely stunning. Deep blacks, vibrant colors, and they're bright enough to use in most lighting conditions. When you're watching movies or editing photos, having that much high-quality screen real estate is pretty amazing. Performance is solid with Intel's 13th generation processors and integrated graphics that can handle light creative work and casual gaming. Battery life is decent considering you're powering two OLED screens. Maybe 6 to 8 hours of mixed use. The hinge mechanism feels robust, and you can use it in multiple configurations depending on what you're doing. Here's the thing though. This isn't for everyone. If you're a heavy typist or need maximum processing power, there are better options. But if you're someone who values innovation, does a lot of creative work, or just wants something that makes people go, wait, what is that? When you pull it out, the Yoga Book 9i is genuinely unique and surprisingly practical. And our number 1 pick is the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6, starting at around $1,399. And honestly, this laptop just gets so many things right that it's hard to find major flaws with it. This is what happens when Lenovo takes the best parts of their ThinkPad business heritage and combines it with modern design and features that actually make sense for how people work today. The standout feature here is the secondary e-ink display on the lid. And before you roll your eyes thinking it's just a gimmick, hear me out. This thing is actually useful. You can display your calendar, notifications, or even use it as a drawing pad when the laptop is closed. It's not trying to be flashy, it's just genuinely practical. The main 14-inch display is excellent with great color accuracy and brightness, while the Intel 13th Gen processors with integrated graphics handle everything from productivity work to light creative tasks without breaking a sweat. Build quality strikes that perfect balance between premium and practical. It feels solid and well-made without being unnecessarily heavy or bulky. The keyboard is comfortable for long typing sessions, the trackpad is responsive, and you've got a good selection of ports including USB-C, USB-A, and HDMI. Battery life consistently hits 8 to 10 hours of real-world use, which means you can actually get through a full day without constantly worrying about finding an outlet. What really makes this our top pick is that it doesn't sacrifice anything major to achieve its strengths. It's fast enough, built well enough, and has enough unique features to justify the price without feeling like you're paying for unnecessary bells and whistles. For most people looking for a reliable, well-rounded laptop that can handle work, entertainment, and everything in between, the ThinkBook Plus Gen 6 is pretty much the perfect choice.